Welcome back to the shop. We've discussed FJ, we discussed Foreigner, we discussed trailer. So what's happening now? We're broke brand. We've gotten rid of our glorious Japanese steel of a vehicle. We're going to go with Ford. Some people are just going, hell yeah, brother, we're getting an American truck. Toyotas, a lot of Toyotas made in the United States now. Given two of ours are both Japanese made. The Foreigner and the FJ are both Japanese made. You got me there. Anyway, F-250. Reliability, from what I've read, it's decent. It's honestly, it's not. Toyota's known for just you have to go out of the way to kill it. So I know no matter what we're going to get. I don't know if it's the actual reliability drop or a perceived drop, but there's going to be some. Nothing I can do about that. Toyota, if you're listening, make a heavy-duty truck. People will love you for it. Make a heavy-duty truck. People will love you for it. Anyway, that doesn't exist right now. We went with the Ford F-250. Why? I'm not showing you a picture of the F-250. Well, cue random shots we had from the dealer that we bought it from. As you can see, it's a long boy. 4 doors, 8-foot bed. It's got a flat bed, which is a plus for what we want. I'll explain that in a minute. It's got a bumper on it. Not a winch bumper, but a bumper. I'm not afraid of cutting things up and making it into a winch bumper. I'll probably do that. It's a third vehicle. It can sit in our driveway for months. I wouldn't like it to sit in our driveway for months. I'd like to be using it, but guess what? If I have a project that needs to be done on a thing that takes longer than a weekend, so I have to drive to work on Monday, it doesn't exist anymore. It stays. It stays. Front, right there. I'll make it look reasonable, so HOAs and neighbors don't complain. Realistically, don't know how I managed to build this trailer. I have a working welding. I got over here on the left. You can't. I don't know. It's this way. I guess it's your guys' right. I have wood shop. I have a chop saw. I got a table saw. I got all this stuff. No one complains. I obey the rules, I guess. So I rant over. Okay, F-250. So what we're going to do? We're breaking this up into a couple stages, and if you're building a vehicle, I suggest you do the same thing. State your goal. Not, I want a cool truck. Okay, do you want a cool truck to look cool? Do you want a cool truck to go to the beach? Do you want a functional truck? Not cool. I need a box truck because I need it to do work. State your goal. Then list what you want. Not in any specific order first. You go, okay, I want a bumper, I want a lift, I want a camper, I want a winch, I want electrical. What in electrical? I want dual battery, but I also want to have solar, and I want to have 110 on it, I want all these things on it. I might quickly splash up, or my wife will quickly splash up the Excel document that we have of what we plan on doing. After that, okay, cool. You have your list of things. What is the priority one? And not necessarily. Yeah, priority one. What would you? This isn't necessarily the order you're going to get it. This is the order of your priorities. So you have priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, whatever, 75. And everything doesn't have to be its own priority. Like for instance, ours, I think we have lift, tires, and wheels all priority 1 because we know we're going to load this thing down. Priority 2. Something else, 3, 4, and so on. They're in chunks. Like, okay, I would like these to happen around the same time. Like these happen around the same time. Like these happen around the same time. Reason why I did tires. Well, lift realistically. F-250, the front suspension has like no up travel. When you drive on roads, down travel is pretty much unique. So there's gonna be potholes. You're catching those. When you're driving off road, things go up, things go down all over the place. I am known not to be nice on suspension. Like I said earlier in the FJ video, I blew out my old manual suspension. By the time it was done, I replaced every shock and strut except for one. I didn't think I was going crazy, but apparently I was. Old manual was great. People ask me, how the heck did you manage that? I don't know. I like to go fast. My wife's Foreigner. She's been on it now 4 years with old mini moo. Not a problem. I still recommend it. So anyway, suspension. Suspension is for the travel. Unlike the FJ and the Forerunner, where we put heavy suspension so it could take a heavier constant load, we're probably not going to do that with the suspension on the F250 because they're going to take a pretty heavy constant load. We might. There's a small might. I'm going to talk to the people that we're going to put our suspension in. It's one of the few things I don't like doing myself. I know it's relatively easy to do. You mess up, you fire a spring off, and just I'm not dealing with F250 spring compressors for the front. I'm not a fan of pucks. I'm not a fan of that type of stuff. True full suspension front back replacement. It'll overall ride smoother. We'll take better load. Well, that's the main goal. Lift. It's nice. If you're off-roading, for off-roading purposes, not mudding across fields where you're going to be off camber, where you're going up hills, you're taking rocks. This is going to sound weird. You want to be as low as possible while having as much clearance as possible. So you want low clearance somewhere. You want to be in there because you're too high. Center of gravity comes over. You're not rolling over at 30 degrees. You're rolling at 25. Who the hell goes to 30 degrees? Cute picture of the FJ sitting, almost rolling over. It had a tent on it. Who knows? It was interesting. The FJ is also almost flopped backwards, so I tried to go up too high the hill. Longer wheelbase has been great for that. The F250's wheelbase is longer than the whole vehicle. The F250, the Forerunner, no, not the Forerunner, the FJ. So I've now segued too much. You probably, why the hell are you even here? Anyway, so make your priority list. List everything that you think you want. Go put prices, and what I do, I have two columns. So I have all my things, and say I found 5 rounds of rock sliders. The F250 doesn't really have rock sliders that I found, so I'm remaking them myself. Another conversation for later. Put 3 or 4 brands you want. They're roughly comparable. One might be $800, one might be $700, one might be $300, one might be 2 brands, $800. Both like them both. But there's this $500 brand that's decent. Don't buy as expensive as you can afford, and I mean that. Buy expensive as you can afford. That's because you want. No one cares about a warranty when you're in the middle of nowhere. People say, "Oh, the warranty is great on this." That's really great. If you're going to off-road parks where the most you're going to be like 3 miles away from something, sure. Warranty is great. It works great for that. If I am, this is going to sound crazy, if I'm 20 miles away from anybody, just 20 miles, that's highway speed's what, 15 minutes if you're going 70, 18 minutes, 70 miles an hour. Yeah, that's days walking back, if you can reach anyone. So that's a huge thing. Don't travel alone, obviously. That doesn't happen all the time. I want reliability. I don't care if there's no warranty. It's going to sound weird. If it's really reliable, no warranty, I'd rather take the really reliable thing. I'd rather not be in a situation where I'm stuck. Be there. Now, if it's a light burns out, and it's a secondary light that just does some camp lighting. Screw it. All right. Burn out. Not high priority. That's why it's again on your priority list. You gotta think about these things. If my weird camp light burns out, does that ruin my trip? No. It's minor inconvenience. I have a headlamp. You should be carrying a headlamp. But if my engine throws a rod, nowhere, but you have a great powertrain warranty that'll fix it. Have fun with that one when you're literally BF nowhere. Hopefully you have a good radio communications. Hopefully you have a good satellite communicator. Hopefully you have something to talk to someone. We spend a lot of money and effort in that. We have on the FJ we have a CB. Start off the CB. We kept it because it's honestly it's bad, but it's universal. If someone has a radio, they probably at least have CB. Then we went to ham. 2 meter only, simple. I think it's a ICOM. I don't know, it's ICOM something. Maybe splash it here. Then our good friend Baofeng. Say what you will, legality, not legality. If you're in an emergency situation, it can talk to a whole bunch of people because of reasons. I'm not going to go into detail. That we have one. We have one full of antenna, so it's got GMRS and others on it. Yeah, I'm licensed. I have a CB license. If you're a human, you have a CB license. There isn't one. Ham. We have ham license. My wife and I both are individually licensed. We have a GMRS or family plan license. It's easy to abide by the rules for that. I don't want to get dinged on the stupidest thing possible. I'd rather get dinged on something I truly didn't know. I'd rather not get dinged. Anyway, so make our list, prioritize, and say you're on. I've done my left, great. Priority 8 is right here, way down here. You've knocked out. 0, get vehicle. 2 or 1, lift. 2, tires, cool. 8, second, dual battery, red arc. The one I want is a Manager 30. It's $1,200. Right now it's $1,200. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have anything. Everything we're doing right now is built by me, my cost. The reason why I build it myself is, guess what? It's cheaper. Anyway, so it sits on sale for $1,000. Still really expensive. $200 savings. If I go, man, I really could get that now, save $200. It's probably not going to go on sale again for years, if I'm lucky. Or I just managed to get like some guy, an off-road shop, and somebody, hey, this guy had this thing. He got changed this into the Manager 30. He doesn't know who to sell it to. If you want it for $700, I'd say, yeah, I do. Yeah, I want that. Boom. It doesn't change priority. I just cross out. I purchased it. Install it. Now, if you notice, these things, this is the ideal list of how things operate. But if you already have a list of what you want, you can jump down here if something is a good deal. You can choose, like, oh man, look at this, all these light bars, really good sale. I don't want to have 35 different light bars. Purchase this one. Okay, that's a purchase this one now. It's like purchase this one now. It's like, hey, I finally got the good one. I should have just bought the good one. Or if you, the more you wheel, the more friends you get that wheel, the bigger your network gets. I've gotten light bars for free. Friends have gotten it. They're bad light bars. I'm not gonna lie, they're bad light bars. But they're free. Guess what? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I might refurb it. I might do something with it. I might not do anything with it. I've used little cubes before from friends. I've used all sorts of friends. They've come over. I've helped them build stuff. I can do some stuff. I'm currently recording on top of my welding cart. So underneath that's a full welding cart. I got MIG, TIG, stick, flux core, name it. Aluminum welding, steel welding, stainless. All of it's there. I can do a lot. No, whatever. It happens. This trailer's gone several thousand miles. It's run over trees, backed into stuff. It's gone over cliffs. It has not been treated well. No, I'll take that back. It's been treated very well. It's been used properly for what it's designed to do. I've managed to actually bend the axle on it when I had the 2,300 pound axle on it. Because, well, not 23, the 3,500 pound axle, because this is a 3,500 pound rated trailer. Got 3,500 pound springs. If it's under 3,500 pounds, or at 3,500 pounds, guess what? In Texas, it's a untitled equipment trailer. It makes registration really cheap. No, it's an RV. Look at it. It's a truck bed. I happen to put a tent on it occasionally. Makes life really simple, easy. But I managed to bend a axle on it without damaging the trailer. I chipped some powder coat on it. That's it. Anyway, so every project I do this list. I do it. The FJ, this is how crazy it is. The FJ one is like, I really want this, then this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. You're working through it, man. And you're like, totally ignorant. First off, I will admit, it's not my first off-road vehicle. In high school, we bought a Jeep Liberty. That was my personal vehicle. Put a lift on it, put a bumper on it, put a winch on it. Actually, it was, for what I wanted, it did it. Did country roads really well. Of certain speeds. Fast speeds, did it well. Yeah, I've done some stuff with it. So, but that was me while I was like, ooh, what do I need? I want a winch. How do we get a winch? A bumper. Oh, cool. ARB makes these bumpers. Cool. I'll get it's really heavy. It was one of these things like, got the winch, got the bumper. Cool. Put it on. Wow, the whole front of the vehicle sagged down. Wow. Okay, now I got to put a suspension on it, bring it back up. Cool. That's where I punched off that one because, well, as a high schooler, not really. I had a job at the time. But still, it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to build that, especially if you're buying it from a new vehicle. Um, I learned my ways, and in college I actually had a car because I was going to do stupid stuff. Anyway, I learned. You learn. Every iteration should be better. You should not be doing. If you like the chaos, but yeah, go in the chaos and just scatter about. You'll get something. I can't see what you want because guess what? You don't know what you want because you haven't made a list. Anyway, make your list. Work on it. The truck is going to be suspension. Then it's going to be electrical. Then it's going to be I had the list written down. I don't see it right now. It's there. I guess my rant's pretty much over about the list. Trust me. Make your list. Don't check it twice. Check it constantly. I'm constantly looking at stuff, constantly researching. Change my mind. And I learned, like I said, the first one, the Jeep Liberty back in high school. I don't know if you have a photo. It was like right when digital photography started. It's like early 2000s. I lost them all. Anyway, it was cool. It was green. I like green. I got a green trailer. I got a green FJ, green shirt, black forearm. It's my wife's choice. Actually, it wasn't my wife's choice. It showed up. It happened to be black. It was on the lot. They didn't know what they had. We wanted it. We thought we were in special order at the truck with the trim we wanted. But color is irrelevant unless it's really hideous color. We want capacity. Anyway, so we learned the FJ was kind of scattered. What you thought you needed and what you actually needed differ. With the trailer, I learned from the FJ. I knew what I wanted. I want something to carry stuff. I want something to carry stuff simply. Boom, truck bed. You need to weight forward. Spare tire attached to the front. 4 jerry cans attached behind that. Outside of the cargo area. So there is 200 to 300 pounds always in front of the axle, putting front weight on it. Always. Simple as that. No matter what. Nothing else in the trailer. I'm always going to be tongue loaded. The trailer's balance gravity is always tongue loaded anyway. It's empty. But I didn't know what's going to be inside. I didn't know. So guess what? There's 2 logistics tracks. One on the sides. We did tie downs. I did learn from that. Quickly loop the tie downs and not footman's loop. It's buried with stuff in it right now. The straps on the truck passenger side have loops in them. Just not loop. Other side, I knotted it to the tie down, brought it over. So all I do is bring the hook over, crop it on, strap it on, pull, done. Ratchet. We learned that's all we needed, so we stuck with it. We didn't try to do it very beginning. We learned that much. With the 4Runner, where I said I want it like the FJ. Cool. I know that game plan. Winch, bumpers, skids. We would have to do protection first. Protection first. Any type of improvements in capacity second. Third would be electrical. Then fourth is comfort. Why? If you're adequately protected, even if you have bad tires, they actually had stock tires for the first year. We did a lot of off-road parts and stock tires. Guess what? I had full skids. I had a front bumper. I had no rear bumper at the time. Well, I had stock rear bumper. So anyway, we had skids, rock rails, front bumper. If we had a trail that I don't have the traction for, Plinko machine that thing through. Just bing, 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 down, out. I've done body damage only one time. I did body damage only one time when I had off-road proper tires. Going up, hit a root, rocked it over, just kissed it. Everyone that had a 4Runner time, guess what happened? They actually hit right on the rear door handle. Not a bit of damage. Mine, crinkle, a little bit. I think it was about 3.5 years into owning the vehicle. When I finished the trail, like, oh man, how bad is it? Oh, I didn't break any glass. Didn't even tear the paint. We were happy. It was weird. And we just, boom, hit something. Cool. Wife's 4Runner, she's got a dent above her door where she hit a tree, knocked over. Within the first month of us having that car, her 4Runner, a guy on a motorcycle went through, hit the wall on an off-road trail, bounced her, hit her car, bounced off. But we had a lift and tires on it. Do we have a lift and tires on that? Yeah, we had a lift and tires on that. That was it. No front bumper or rock rails. We buy the vehicle, buy rock rails, because if you hit something, the quarter panel that crimps your doors in. You're crawling in and out out the windows. You're going across the cab. So anyway, protection first. If it survives, boom, through the trip, goal one. The most expensive thing on your vehicle, most times, is the truck. On this F-250, it'll still be in the vehicle. We bought it, I'll say, at $25,000. We didn't just buy it. We're you know, put out a loan and go for it. I'll explain that next video. Anyway, so if it's protected, it survives. If you have better capacity, you can go farther. I'd rather get stuck and stop and back up and go home. I would not want to have ultimate capacity, long travel, craziness, going, and break way the F in the middle of nowhere. Don't want to do that. So, protection, capacity. Electrical. Some electrical, you add a couple of USB ports and stuff like that, nothing big. But literally electrical overhaul for me would be the end, depending on what you want to do. The FJ had like 3 versions of electrical in it. I bought some really cheap bumper lights, those little round lights you saw in the previous videos. Hue, front. They're Woot. Daily sale, where you buy shirts like this. Back before they're bought by Amazon, and now they're just Amazon garbage disposal. Still find some good stuff. Anyway, so I toggled a simple toggle switch to them and done. I gotta get CB to talk to people. I literally wired that one originally to the back of the cigarette lighter. I just did the not an add taps, a little like vampire clips. Go. Bad electrical. I mean, it worked in a short out, but bad reception. And it kept on going. The foreigner, we knew she wanted a ham radio. We knew she wanted a couple things to run constant hot. We knew it. Cool. So I did it. Not early, but not horribly. Actually, that might be one of the first things I did to the vehicle because it was super cheap and super easy. It was a low priority, but it was a low hanging fruit. So it jumped to the front of actually happening. We ordered her rock rails before they even got there. We already put those on because I pull off the dash, rerun some electrical, put the dash back on, done. That's why you do this list. And the very last thing was like pure comfort stuff. Like, honestly, I don't think we've even touched that. We haven't. I put new seat covers on the FJ because I finally started tearing one of my seats. Comfort, marginally. I like them. Wife doesn't like them that much. They're nice. I only have them in the front. No reason to have them in the back. Back doesn't get used much. I mean, the kid sits in his car seat. I don't even have a back driver's side seat. It's gone. It's up there on the side of my here. So if side of my garage, if you guys want to watch it, I can put it back on. Yeah. Anyway, build order, make a list. I think I rambled enough. I'll talk to you guys next video.